Imagine enjoying a slice of pie in the palm of your hand, no utensils needed.
That sounds like something just for you,
It
Jimmy.
sounds perfect for me.
Well, hand pies can easily be taken anywhere, and they'll be a big hit at your next summer party, picnic, or perhaps your 4th of July get-together. Pastry chef Lisa Donovan has the perfect pie on the go for your next cookout or picnic.
Today I'm going to make some apple butter hand pies.
First, on a floured surface, roll out your dough. You can make it yourself or buy it pre-made.
Pie dough's not that hard to make, so I'm very pro learning how to make your own pie dough.
Water, butter, flour, and a little bit of salt will do it.
But the trick is to know when it's hydrated enough. So I tend to sort of work the butter in really quickly, let it cool, have my ice water, just sort of use my hands as a drum and let the moisture kind of absorb into the flour, and then I make my dough.
Next, use a cookie cutter to cut out your desired dough shape. Then use an egg wash made of 1 egg and a teaspoon of water beaten together.
I'm going to really gently put it just around the rim.
Your filling comes next.
So there's our apple butter. You could use preserves, or you can pretty much take any fruit pie filling and use that.
Fold your dough over the filling, then use a pasta cutter or knife along the edge and seal it with the egg wash.
You just want to give it enough so that whenever you put your sugar on, it gives it a really nice, pretty top coat.
Vent the pies.
So it doesn't explode on you.
And pop them in the freezer.
One of the important things about a pie dough is to have your dough really cold and have your oven really hot. And then it ends up being this really beautiful, flaky thing that's almost like a puff pastry.
Serve them with butterscotch pudding for an extra treat.
Yeah, they're a big hit.
A personal size pastry that makes going back for seconds all the more tempting. And Chef Lisa Donovan says you could also toss some fresh fruit with sugar and flour as you're filling in the pie. Just make sure not to use too much or the pie could get soggy and overflow.
If you eat it as you go, no problem. Man, that looks good.
Well, the possibilities are endless, as I said, from the apple butter to the cherry or even blueberry filling. And Jimmy, really, you could have a smorgasbord of hand pie. So let's give it a try, shall we? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we actually are going to use the refrigerated pie crust.
Right.
Fruit filling, we're using apple butter.
Okay.
2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of water, and white sugar.
That's it?
That's it. That's all you need.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to have you do is go ahead, and we've got the refrigerated dough. You want to keep it in the refrigerator until it's time to use, because like she said, you want to keep it very, very cold. So go ahead and roll that out into a little circle there. And while you're doing that,
so you want to get a part with
I'll watch and make fun of you now.
Thank you. Thank you. I know
I'll tell you, but what we're going to do is we're going to make some circles. So you can use a glass here if you don't have a circular cookie cutter. We found this. This is like actually a little tart container that you know. So we thought, well, that's decorative. So go ahead and
just punch out several.
And punch out a couple of those. Okay. Yeah. I guess depending on how big your hand is, how big your hand pie will be. You could use, you know, a big mug, a bowl. Right. Why not?
And it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
So how many do you think you can eat? I mean, I don't know how many I can eat.
Oh, I know how many I can eat.
This will be a good start for me, but I don't know about you.
Let's just go with those 4 there. So let's go ahead and punch those out. Hopefully they'll all come out. Look at that. You are a good.
I start to say, if I was any good with the cookie cutter, we should make this work.
All right, so what we have here is our egg wash, and it's basically just 2 eggs with about a tablespoon of water, and it's going to serve as kind of like a little glue for our little pastries here. So we just.
So we're going to fold this in half, is what we're going to do.
We're going to fold it in half. Okay. So I'm just putting a little bit of this on. Actually, it looks like I'm putting a lot on, so that it'll stay shut.
Okay.
We're almost done. How
really?
About that?
Well, I'm hungry enough. Let's do it.
Well.
And you said we're doing apple butter.
We're doing apple butter. You buy it in the grocery store already prepared. Go ahead and
you can make put
a little bit on in each of those.
Do a little dollop.
Do a little dollop.
There's a line there somewhere, but I'll let that go.
Now I'm going to say that you, once you get done, it says, like she said, to put it in the freezer for a little while, about 30 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Once you get it assembled.
Right. So are we assembling now?
We're assembling now.
And we're just folding over.
And we're just folding over like that. Isn't that pretty?
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Well, it does look pretty good.
Well, I might have got a little heavy on the butter there, didn't I?
All right.
Yeah, I did.
That's okay. That's nice. A little bit oozes out.
So now.
Okay, so at this point, you're going to put it on the tray. You're going to put it in the freezer.
Now, is this where I butter it and put a little sugar on the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the freezer for 30 minutes.
Oh.
Then you take it out, and that's when you put a little more egg wash
okay, gotcha.
on it, and you put the sugar on top.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got that there.
Got these?
All right.
So now
Why
it's
don't you
time
go
for me
ahead and put some of the egg
Go ahead
wash
and do
on
the
there.
thing.
I'll let everyone know there are several ways you can get the shopping list and instructions on how to make this recipe. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland 21801. You can also go to WBOC.com and click on our picture at the top of the page, or call us at 443-880-9116. Make sure you note that you would like the recipe for hand pies. That's going in the oven for 475 for about 425.
425.
Did you put the sugar on?
Oh, I didn't.
Ah, you didn't.
But you know what? Through the magic of TV, I did.
But you did.
Isn't that amazing how that works? Gosh, if it could only work that all the time.
And I neglected to tell you, you have to pierce the top.
Gotta poke holes in the top.
But you did it. You did it anyway.
Sorta.
Sorta, kinda. That was kind of my fault.
So do you think these are cool enough to?
I think they are.
You want to give it a shot? Don't do that. You're scaring me to death here. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go back and poke holes in those.
Yeah.
A little sugar on top.
It's not too late.
You can have these. I'll take those.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Good.
How about
All right. So this pie is going to serve as fuel for our brain. That's right. We've been searching for Stryker for the past hour. Up next, it's time to guess where he is.
Of course. First, we need our final clue. Sean.
Jimmy and Lisa, I've given you 2 clues so far. Let's see if you can guess by my 3rd and final clue. This place is home to the northernmost naturally occurring bald cypress swamp. Coming up next, it's the big reveal. Delmarva Life will be right back.